Rated E for everyone.
They were peaceful travelers from another world.
Isn't that Earth right there?
But they were running out of time.
The mob is gonna kill you.
Only one hero can save them. And that hero's name is Toe Jam.
Toe Jam and Earl back in the groove. It's an all-new adventure game from 1991, coming in 2017 from Adult Swim Games. Oh, coming in 2018.
Goofy.
I'm Flint Trucker, and I'm a long-haul driver. It's a pretty ordinary job, to be honest. It was a usual September evening, just the same as any other. I just delivered the pickled sardines to his destination. When suddenly, a psycho bear jumps out of nowhere and throws itself on my hauler. As a result of a near heart attack, I lost consciousness for a while. Danger. God bless the teach you to respect me. You bugger! Super duper! Say hi to Satan for me. That was a lucky shot.
Sky Baseball, take the field.
Rated E for everyone.
Hello? You was the big-time journalist. Finally got a real story. Right. Keep your head down.
But that is for the country to decide. With immigration at the heart of this debate, and so many opposing the change, is it... Scarlet, what did you do? I understand we didn't see eye to eye, but I never thought you'd go this far.
How dare you put this on me? The people need to know that their government is lying to them.
The people on our doorstep want to hurt us. There's rioting in the streets, for God's sake.
Just know I'm going to do anything in my power to stop you.
You can't see this right now, but you don't have another choice here.
Charles? What the hell have you done?
We've known each other a long time.
Hold the line! Hold the line! Nothing gets
You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this?
They're demons! I've seen them with my own eyes! Red Grave is completely taken over!
Let us pray for mercy. This is a trial from the heavens above.
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my groove! Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
What? No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it. Cash first.
Get back inside now! I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Devil May Cry.
to be forgotten. A fate worse than death. It is as though my very thoughts are breaking, fracturing into tiny splinters. There are secrets buried in my memories, Exile. Important secrets. Save these memories. Preserve them. But move swiftly, lest you be forgotten. In this realm, ideas may be manifested into reality. Build paths to secrets long forgotten. Treasures you could only dream of, synthesized into your very hands. A chance to create something truly unforgettable.
In Path of Exile Synthesis, you will meet Cavus and help him recover his lost memories. Enter Cavus's memories and stabilize them by fighting your way to memory stabilizers before they decay. Connect these memories together in the Memory Nexus to reach distant memories containing dangerous bosses and valuable rewards. Memories decay after a few runs, so plan your path carefully. Decaying memories yield fractured items with broken mods that are locked in place. Consume these fractured items to synthesize new base types with custom implicit mods based on the fractured items you used. Synthesis also contains a complete balance overhaul of all spells in Path of Exile, 6 new Chaos and Holy spells, and significant incentives for handcasting, including several new support gems. Check out pathofexile.com/synthesis to learn more.
Rated E10 for ages 10 and up.
Division Group Alpha, Washington, D.C. The fight for the city goes on. And every passing day, we move a step closer to regaining the capital. And all this time, the real threat was preparing for this moment. The Black Tusk. They're professionally trained, armed, and ruthless. This army was designed to eliminate Washington's last line of defense. But we have the tools to fight back. This invasion is the tip of the spear. They'll try to establish strongholds, target key points in the city, and choke our forces in the dark zones. We cannot allow that to happen. We'll take the fight to them. We know this city, and we've tested our skills defending it. This isn't the end, agents. The fight for our city has only just begun.
Product not yet rated.
Mama raised me a hustler, turn people to customers. Ain't no love in these streets, your best friend don't trust you. Keep your enemies close, only when you're provoked. Clap back, all facts, kid them dreams and hopes. I'm a savage, I see it, I gotta have it. Teach these young boys the difference in lettuce and cabbage. But young boys don't learn till they finally get burned. Easy come, easy go till that butter is churned. So boy, get out your feeling, stack cake to the ceiling. If you play your cards right, when you're 40 you chillin'. Learn to swallow your pride before them crews collide. It's bad business, put all the petty beefs to the side. Keep your mind on the paper and your hand to the grind. Play chess, not checkers, and keep your eyes wide. I know the haters is out, the jealousy's in the air. Means you're doing something right and your hustle is real. I do this thing for my hitters, yeah, we all that we have. Cradle to the grave, homie, I will give you my last. Let's win, our time, nothing easy, let's grind. My squad goes, we go hard, no sleep until the top, baby. Grind hard to the day that we die, to the day that we die. You're here with me, go hard, don't sleep until the top, baby. Born hustler to the day that I die.
Rated E for everyone.
Now this is the moment of truth. Yes! Rock this one. He's really starting to feel it now, getting in his groove. Unbelievable effort. Dismount was not easy, but he made it look easy. You can feel the energy. So strong, plenty of energy. By the fingertips, a great recovery. Made the leap, skipping a step. Yes! Now this is the moment of truth. And wasting no time on the warp roll right up it. These fans want
the kind of stuff that dreams are made of. Get beyond the misery.
たとえひとたび敗れるとも命を落とし主を必ず取り戻す。それが我が忍びなれば。
私はかつて修羅を見ました。
不思議に確かにもらい受けた。
久しいなフクロウのせがれよ。
邪魔立てするかリコの忍び。
狼よ、我が血と共に生きてくれ。
Now, let the fireworks begin! Do forgive me for interrupting the festivities, but I must tell you, this day of rapturous revelry shall be your last. Call it divine retribution. False kings and fraudulent nations are fated to perish. Resist if you wish, but know that your fight against fate is a foolish and futile one.
Somnus. That's right. Kill her. Put that monster out of its misery, just like I did.
You must live.
I'll never forget you, Somnus. Oh, Infernal, grant me the power to take Somnus, his people, and his cursed kingdom, and burn them all to the ground!
Adagium.
In the flesh, here to bring the bloodline of Lucis to an end.
Brother.
Somnus. Now, but I'm having so much fun! To think I get the pleasure of killing you myself! Lies, fairy tales, and fallacies! All of it!
Ardyn, Lucis, Kylum, I command thee to halt.
And I do not intend to kneel before you now.
Peggy 16.
Welcome to Sweden. It's November 14th, 1989, and you're about to get a closer look at the open world of Generation Zero. In Generation Zero, you play as a young adult returning from an island excursion together with friends. Upon reaching the mainland, you discover the world abandoned with no other people around. Worse yet, you find yourself hunted by a mysterious force of deadly machines. Now you need to find out what has happened, while at the same time trying to stay alive, and eventually wage a guerrilla war against the machine invaders. Generation Zero allows you to create a unique 80s hero and play on your own or together with up to 3 friends in seamless co-op. You will explore a beautiful but dangerous open world where you constantly need to keep a lookout for enemies roaming while trying to find the equipment to survive and fight. The machines come in many types, sizes, and variations, constantly challenging you in new ways using different weapons and sensory equipment. Wear them down and disable their systems by pinpointing and taking out armor parts and components. Seize the upper hand by utilizing stealth, group tactics, or special equipment to distract or confuse the enemies. Use these in combination with objects in your surroundings to create traps and ambushes, and turn a difficult fight into a winnable one. Should things go south, fleeing is a valid tactic. Since the machines are persistently simulated in the world, they will continue roaming if not killed. Whether you locate them minutes, hours, or days later, they will still bear the scars of your last encounter, waiting to finish the job. As you play Generation Zero, you will scour the open world for different weapons and upgrade your favorites with attachments like scopes and silencers. Take down powerful machines without damaging their parts, then scavenge those same components and use them to augment your weapons with high-tech enhancements. This will come in handy when fighting in different conditions. The dynamic day-night cycle and weather systems will not only impact your senses, but also the enemies, making for constantly evolving battles. You are free to explore the world at any pace and direction. And if you look closely, the world will tell the story of what has happened. The pieces of the puzzle are there for you to discover and figure out. Just remember that some answers come harder than others.
For many, the allure of medieval fantasy RPGs is so obvious, so captivating. This idea of living in another world, somewhere more hostile, more magical, more intense than our real lives, is a powerful escape. While visiting such a world, we want to believe. The illusion breaks down when the game reminds you constantly that it is a game. That is what happens when the game is always giving you freebies. Go venture in the wilds, but don't worry, you're half dragon. You're the chosen one. You're the lost child from a prophecy. Nah, we want to scale back things so that you live in a fantasy world, but from the perspective of an ordinary human being with no superpower and no game developer guiding you at every step. This is a game for those who aren't afraid of being vulnerable, for those who want to own up to their mistakes and feel the sting of their failures. Who said that adventuring should be easy? Who said that you, the player, can't do it on your own? Even ordinary people can do extraordinary things. In order to make the adventuring life more human, the threat of combat shouldn't be your only worry. Hunger, thirst, exhaustion, these are all part of the deal when you travel untamed lands. It also wouldn't make sense for a normal human being to get out in the cold of winter without furs and have a warm fire. It wouldn't make sense to run around the desert in a large, fully plated armor either. This is part of the vision behind Outward. The story isn't about you being some central mythical figure. The obstacles aren't about single-handedly crushing armies. That's not what adventuring is about. Outward is about making you live in a medieval fantasy world that feels more real, more human. Yeah, it's harder, but we, the devs, we know you're smart. We trust that you can do it, and the rewards will be earned, not handed to you.
Product not yet rated.
On this land, I am torn. Part of me wants to fight and repel all outsiders. The other part of me is the outsider. What is it the Templars truly seek?
Order. Purpose. Direction. It's your lot that means to confound with this nonsense talk of freedom.
I know that the people wish to be free, and that men like Washington fight to make it so.
Your meddling in the revolution has caused us no small measure of grief. It cannot continue.
Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
No. Not when men like you are left in charge. The future of our land depends on those who are truly free. In the name of liberty, I will fight the enemy, regardless of their allegiance.